about 30 minutes from now, half hour from now, I'm going to be going live. Yes, live. The Middleman CEO is going to be going live tonight. What are we going to be talking about? For about 45 minutes to an hour, just 45 minutes to an hour, I promise. I'm going to teach you how to use your phone to make money. I'm going to teach you how to use your phone to get paid. I'm going to teach you how to wear seatbelt while driving. Safety first, boys and girls. But I'm going to be teaching you how to use your phone to get paid, how to make money without going to work, without trading your time for money. And I'm going to be teaching you what I've been doing since 2020, which is using my phone to make money. So if you have any questions, or if you need to get the invite to the Middleman CEO Masterclass that's going on tonight, make sure to put Middleman in the comments under any of my videos, boys and girls. Okay, here's what I know. The economy is jacked up. Here's something else I know. Most people won't do anything about it, and they're going to be caught in this firestorm of poverty and struggle life and stress that's going to sweep across the nation, probably the world. Now, how can I know that this is true? Because I'm telling you guys, I'm a psycho. I can see the future. That is what psychos can do, right? And I can see the future. I can see your future. I can see your children's futures. I can see your children's future. I know what you're saying, Shon, that's impossible. There's no way you could see a generation or two from now. Yes, I can. I can look at you and determine what your future bloodline is going to look like. Now, I care about my bloodline. I know that you care about yours. And so here's what we know. We want to put our children and our families in the best position to have success, best position possible. Well, what does that take? First thing it takes is a flipping of the mindset. When you're poor, you think like the poor. When you get money, you spend money. You think money is used to buy things. You never think about money being used to acquire things. You never think about money being used to change your life. You only think about money in terms of what can I buy? Well, congratulations, that's a poor mindset. Now, I'm not fussing at you. Don't get mad at me. I've done it too. I'm talking to myself. I'm preaching to the choir. I've had a poor mindset my entire life. If I tell you I've been poor my entire life, except 2020 was the first year I ever had an excess of money, I'm telling you the truth. I've always been poor. I've always had a poor mindset. I've always had a struggle mentality. The only thing that changed me is when I lost everything and I had nothing. And I'm sitting there going, wait a minute, I'm playing by the rules. I'm doing everything they're telling me to do. I got a job. I'm trying to hold on to my job. I'm trying to be the best employee I can be so I don't get fired. I'm trying to take care of my family. We bought a house, so we got a house. I've done that. And then they're telling me to save money, so I'm saving money. I'm doing that. And then I'm looking at my life and my family going, wait a minute, something's wrong. This does not feel like freedom. Something's really, really wrong. I played by the rules. I've done everything they've told me to do except go to college. I did a bunch of things they told me not to do. And here I am. I got a job, safe, secure job. I'm working my butt off, wearing my body out. They're not paying me enough. My wife is the breadwinner, making all the money. We bought a house, just like good little boys and girls. They told us to buy houses. We're sitting in this house. We find out we got a 30-year mortgage, and the only way we know how to make money is a paycheck. Then if we get any extra money, which we rarely do, we pile it into a savings account and leave it in the bank so the banks can use it to make money. And we sit there and call ourselves rich and wealthy. And here we are suffering, struggle life, poor, paycheck to paycheck, no financial freedom, no lifestyle freedom, and most importantly, no time freedom. Because I don't have extra time. There was a time where I had 3 jobs. I didn't even have time to sleep. I would sleep on the morning job, and they refused to fire me because they knew I had 3 jobs. They knew there was no way I could do this. I was at Macy's, Mall of Louisiana in Baton Rouge, working at 6 o'clock in the morning. What were we doing there that early? We were the sign team. We were the sign team. And because we were the sign team, we were the ones who would get there early, put out the signs, put the signs all over the store. These were the sale signs, stuff like that. And we put the signs all over the store. And when you come there and you see the little signs that say 20% off sales, that was us. That's funny. You sound like my wife. And that's funny. That made me laugh. Anyway, I'm going to invite you to the Middleman Masterclass tonight. It's going to be 7 p.m. So about 20 minutes from now, I'm going to be teaching people how to use their phones to make money. Put Middleman in the comments to get the link, or go to any of my videos, drop the word Middleman, or just check in the script videos and you can find the link. So that was a funny comment. I'm not offended. I'm not that. But I appreciate that. So from what I hear, he's a good looking guy, so I could rock with him. And I need to get my dollars up though to where he is, right? So but anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate for tapping in. Appreciate all the comments. If you have a question or comment, go ahead and drop it. I'm on my way to get one of my favorite drinks, and this is not a sponsor, but I go ahead and plug what's it called? Is it Bro Brothers? I'm about to see it because I'm at the one here in Arlington, here in Dallas. Dutch Brothers. I'm at Dutch Brothers, so I'm about to be there, and I'm about to get this Rebel drink that I love. It's a frozen Slurpee type energy drink. So I'm addicted to it, but I only get it maybe once or twice a week. And I'm about to do that. By the way, thanks for all the prayers. My daughter, she's doing better than she was doing yesterday. If you don't know, she had a seizure. We had a nightmare of a day yesterday. And but she's doing a lot better than she was doing previously, thank God. And so we're watching her, monitoring her. We got family in town to help us out because we don't have family here. So we're doing everything we can to make sure she's good. So again, 7 p.m. tonight, about 20 minutes from now, I'm going to teach you how to use your phone to make money. I've been doing this since 2020. I don't do anything else. I don't want to do anything else. I've had my friends on the videos. They'll tell you he does nothing else except this. All I do is middleman. So if you want to know what middleman is, think about a company like Uber, AIRBNB, and all these other companies that don't do any of the work, don't own the cars, don't own the houses, don't own the drivers. All they do is matchmake. And they connect drivers with riders. They connect renters with people that want to rent their homes. They get paid for the connections. So essentially, I teach you how to use your phone, find a customer, get paid, send the work to somebody else. You don't do any of the work. You don't have to leave your house. You get paid from home, from your phone, from your couch. It's completely up to you. Let me order my drink and I'll be right back. Hey, what's up, man? So let me go ahead and get the Rebel. I want to get let me get a small blended.
Yes, sir.
And let's try strawberry. And do you have pineapple?
Yes, sir.
Man, hook it up. Strawberry and pineapple. Let's see. That's a funny comment. So let me knock this out, guys.
All right. Will that be all for you, sir?
Yep, that's all I need.
514 is your total.
So, but again, guys, I'm gonna be doing that class tonight.
Here you go.
Thursday night. All right, cool. 7 p.m., 7 to about 8 at the most. Because I have a life, you have a life, but if you tap in, so you'll be able to learn that. So most students right now, on average, they're doing anywhere. I think the lowest student I had for the first month, money made was $2,800. The most was $4,800. So that leaves a gap of probably about $3,800 on average the first month. Not bad when you're only using your phone. Now, that's better than I was when I started out, but I didn't have a coach. I didn't have anybody to help me. Smash thumbs up if this is helping you. Listen, so, man, that was fast. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
All right, brother. Have a good one. And again, show y'all what it looked like. You know, I never heard of Dutch Brothers until I moved here to Dallas, but this is the drink that I got, so it's pretty cool. I don't know if that's the Grim Reaper or if that's a windmill. I don't know. But if you don't mind, tell someone else about the channel. I'm headed back to my neighborhood to get ready to bless you. Again, we are in for hard times in this economy, and I know you guys know. I know you guys are smart. I know the 90% are not paying attention. They're watching 2 hours of Cat Williams interviews, all trash. They're watching What else is hot out there? Who knows? God knows. I don't keep up with it because I don't have the brain bandwidth to deal with that drama. I want to learn how to make my family wealthy. I don't care what Cat Williams said about Kevin Hart or whatever. I don't care. None of my business. Somebody posted the other day, this was funny, on Facebook, and I don't scroll through Facebook a lot, but sometimes I see posts, and this person said, this was probably a month ago, what do you guys think about the age gap or the difference between, I think her name was Drea, and a basketball player for the Houston Rockets? So apparently he's a younger guy and she's an older, I ain't gonna say older, never say older when you're talking about women, say she's a mature or not as young lady, or she's not his age. And they were like, what do you think about that? And I clicked, I was like, let me see if people are entertaining this. And I clicked, and I could have read through that thread for an hour. People were giving comments, tapping in, and I'm like, I wonder how many of these people are living a life of wealth and luxury. Because I bet you that, and I used to do it too, I bet you the rich and the wealthy are not on here. I bet the rich and the wealthy, those who are trying to change their lives and build a family legacy, they're not on here. And so I kindly commented, because I can be controversial. I commented, and I know it, I'm aware, but I can be a smart ass. And so I commented and I said, none of my business. And so I got all these comments back, like, you know, go somewhere else, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't comment back, but I just wanted to make a point. It's none of my business. What they do with their lives is none of my business. I'm trying to learn. They are millionaires. They don't even have average people problems. They don't have issues paying their rent, right? They don't have issues deciding, you know, which card they can afford. They point and buy. So I'm not going to sit there and entertain that. These people are where they need to be. I'm not. I don't have time. The time I could spend 20, 30 minutes looking at a TikTok reel, I could read 3 chapters of a book that'll change my life. Jordan, what's up, brother? So Jordan, this is just a preliminary check-in. I'm about to start the live training for the Middleman Masterclass. That free live training is going to be on Zoom at 7 o'clock. So about 20 minutes from now, I'm going to be teaching you how to use your phone to make money, how to use your phone to get paid, how to use your phone to do what I've been doing since 2020. So if you don't know my story, guys, in 2020, we moved from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, here to Dallas, my wife and I. She had no job, I had no job. And we got here, she got a job very quickly as a dental hygienist, but she was the only one making good enough money. I was doing some hustles, wasn't bringing in much money. I was devastated because it felt like I was letting my family down. It's real talk. And so I was sitting there one day just trying to figure out what am I going to do, because I had given myself a time frame. I was like, if I don't figure something out by, because by then it was like April, and I was like, if I don't figure something out by the summer, I'm going to go and get a job, because I don't mind working. I don't want to do average jobs because I know it's not going to change my family's life. I'll do it if I have to. But I felt like I had something in me that was worth a lot more. And I felt like, you know, I just had to figure out what it was, but I didn't know. So what happened? So, well, one day, man, this thing is good. I'm telling you, oh my gosh, gotta hit it again. And so, guys, one day I was sitting there and a friend messaged me and said, hey, I'm going to be moving. Do you know anybody who can help me to move? So I had met a guy in a 7-Eleven or a Circle K one day, and he told me about that he had a moving company. Not a movie, a moving company, furniture. And I was like, okay. And then, you know, we became friends. And somebody hit me up and they were like, hey, I'm going to be moving. You know, anybody that can help me move? I was like, okay, bet. I know a guy, my guy, Courtney, that I met. He and I are friends. We're still friends until this day. And that was in 2020. And I said, Courtney, I got you, man. So I reached out and I said, hey, Courtney, I got a friend who's looking for some help moving. Can you give me a quote or something to give to him? He was like, bet. Sent me back a quote. I sent it to them. They say, hey, if he can do it on this day, we'll take it. I replied back. I was like, Courtney, he said he'll rock with you. He'll let you do the move if you can do it on this day. Courtney said, man, book it. I'll do it. And Courtney had cut him a little bit of deal because he was a friend of mine. And the guy was like, okay, I'll take it. I sent the info back. I was like, all right, I got all your info. Send me these details. He sent it to me. I sent it to Courtney. Courtney was like, appreciate it. Got it. I didn't think anything about it. Maybe a couple of days later, Courtney texted me. And he was like, he said, man, that was a good hookup. I made 800 off of it. And I was like, wow, man, that's awesome. Glad it worked out. I wasn't thinking anything of it. And then all of a sudden, Courtney said this. He said, what do I owe you? I was like, what do you mean? And my wife can tell you. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, what do I owe you, man? You blessed me. I want to give something back to you. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, man, my wife and I are going to lunch. Just buy us lunch. That's literally what I said. He can tell you. I said, just buy us lunch. So I thought he was going to send like $25 for like Applebee's, which is all I was expecting. He sent $50. And so my wife and I, we were sitting there and I was like, you know, I got this money from Courtney. I sent him some work and he sent it. And she was like, well, that's cool. Kind of like what Uber does. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, Uber has the driver, they have the rider, they connect and they get paid. I was like, you are right, right? And my mom, and she's not an entrepreneur, but she was right. And I was like, you know what, that does make sense. And after a couple of days, like, man, and I was like, all right, let me take this, promote it. And so I jumped online. Hey, if anybody need a quote for movers, blah, 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 somebody hit me up. And then I sent the information to the person I partnered with. And I was like, how do I get paid? Because if I send the work to them, they may not pay me. I don't want to do like that. I was like, you know what I'll do? I'll take a deposit up front. And that's what I did. That's why I teach you how to book a customer, take a deposit, and then dispatch the work. That's all I do. So fast forward the end of 2020, I ended up with $77,000 in the bank. I wish it was more. It wasn't. That was all it was. But it was good for us because I helped my family and I didn't have to leave the house to do it. So I was able to get the kids from daycare, pick the kids up. I had that time. And oh my gosh, when I started tasting freedom, working from home, you guys know what I'm talking about. That stuff is addictive. Wait, I don't have to go to office. I can get paid and sit in my house. Sign me up for that. In fact, sign me up twice. And that's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking my neighbor's out. I don't want to hit her, so I got to back it up. Garage is full. My wife got a Tesla. I don't. I always tell people because my friends are always like, man, you got money, go do whatever. I was like, man, I'm married. I don't have any money. My wife's got money. Fellas, you'll know what that means when you get married. And husbands, you already know. And let's see. So somebody said, where are you from? Originally, I'm from Baton Rouge. E.g., I'm originally from Baton Rouge, but I live here in Dallas now. And I'll never go back to Louisiana. Never. I always say Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas, even Georgia. You got to get out of there. Sure, Georgia has Atlanta, but outside of that, there's really nothing there. Oh, the ducks are in my front yard. That is so cool because my daughter likes them. Let's see if I can show you. See those ducks? Oh, right there at the bottom of the screen. That's so cool. The ducks are in my front yard. And look at that. My daughter comes out. She watches these ducks right there. That's so cool. All right, back to me. All right, this ain't the nature channel. Somebody said, how would you be able to contact a clientele? Waves, you need to be in the training tonight. I'm about to wrap this up because I got to set up. So I'm going to do the training tonight. I'm going to walk through those steps. So I promise it's only going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. I'm about to go get my daughter and bring her out because she hasn't been feeling good. If you don't know, she had a seizure yesterday. So just keep her in prayer. She's been fine. Apparently it was like if you know what the fever spike, I forgot what they call it, like a fever spike, when your fever goes up really quick. She's only 1 and she's doing better now, not back to herself, fever still off and on, but I forgot what it's called. You guys know, like when the fever spikes and it causes a seizure. But she's been fine. Wife, oh my gosh. And I keep saying this. Every time I think about this, I almost get teary-eyed because it's so blessed. I retired my wife. Now, she's not all the way retired. The reason being is my wife likes what she does as a dental hygienist. So, but the difference is in January, she was informed by me that we don't need her paycheck. And so she can work when she wants. She doesn't have to work at all. We don't need your paycheck. Now, that's freedom. So whenever the baby had the issue yesterday, my wife was there. Yesterday was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. My wife, she already said she's not sending the baby back to daycare until she's comfortable. So Renly's probably not going back to daycare until Monday. What does that mean? That means we're fine. That's why I keep telling you, if you learn to make money without needing a job, you sure keep your job now until your business grows. But if you learn how to make money without needing a job, you don't have to be rich. That's freedom. If your bills are $3,000 a month and your middleman side business makes $5,000 a month, congratulations, your side business, as long as it's up and running, you don't have to go to work to take care of yourself. You're not rich, you're not a millionaire, but you don't have to be. You're free. If I could just get people to understand that time is the most important thing, not the money, the time. You're either going to sell it to get money, or you're going to use money to get the time. What do you want to do? So I'm about to go set up. Put middleman in the comments under any of my videos so you can get the live Zoom link. I'm going to put it right under this one. It'll be in the comments as soon as I wrap this up. Somebody said real quick, I'm trying to study the industries, but doesn't matter if you pick the highest paying. That's a good question. I would pick one of the highest paying, but there's some other things too, because you can pick the highest paying. It don't always work out. I would pick the one where, and I'll just give you a little heads up. I would pick, because I'm in 3 industries now. I'm in website design. I'm in the moving industry. That's why we're up to $350,000 this year, because I'm in 3 industries: moving, home cleaning, and website design, which I just started. And now I have a VA, guys. I'm hands off. I don't do anything. Right now, I meet with my VA on Mondays. That's all I do. She does all the work, dispatch, book it. She does everything. But I don't want you guys to do that until you learn your business, because you're gonna have to train them, and you don't know what you're doing. How you gonna train them? So, but to answer your question, there is a balance. You want to get the ones that you can find the best ISPs, independent service professionals, and then you want to go where there's a big market so you continue to get paid. Right? So you can pick the highest, but what if there's no big market? Right? So you want to be in a market. I got a student who does roofing, does middleman for roofing in Nashville, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Nashville. And he takes $500 deposits. But roofing is a specialty industry. He knows someone who does roofing, so he just middlemans for a couple of friends of his. But you got to know some things about roofing, because roofing requires extra attention, and you don't want to just send anybody to somebody's roof. But he told me he takes anywhere from $500 to $750 on roofing jobs. But that's easy because roofing jobs are $10,000, $15,000. So he could probably do 1,000. But that's one example of a high industry. But you might not have but maybe 3 customers a week, right? 4 or 5 customers a week. So you want to find where there's a big market and you can continue to get paid. That's my advice. And real quick, somebody says, I'm a trader. I manage other money. The ROI is 5% daily. I'm good for you, extra gadgets. I'm not into anything that's going to give me 5%. Unless I got money cash flowing. I'm all about establishing cash flow first. Once I establish cash flow in a business, then I want to grow my business, create more cash flow. For instance, I have a student down in New Orleans, has a moving service. He's doing $4,000 a month. I'm sorry, in Baton Rouge, where I'm from. He's doing $4,000 a month. Now he's done it for 2 months. Now he wants to move into the New Orleans industry. If he can double up there, that's $8,000 per month, $96,000 a year. Again, doesn't make you rich, not even 6 figures. But I keep telling you guys, even you don't have to be a millionaire to be free. The game is freedom. If I could just get people to understand that time is the most valuable thing. If you can get your time back, so what? You're not a millionaire, but you don't have to go to work. You can do what you want to do with your life. That's freedom, guys. All right, I'll take one more question and then I'm out. You better drop it now, whoever it is. One more question and then I'm out. That Russell Wilson comment is still funny. All right, be in that training tonight. live Middleman Masterclass 7 p.m. So about 10 minutes, I'm going to go live. My daughter's outside, so I'm about to go out real quick. And I'll see you guys in the training. Put Middleman under any of my videos and get the link ASAP. And this video is going to air right. You know what? It might not air right now. So go to any of my videos, because this one's probably not going to post right now. I'll save it. Go to any of my videos that I've posted on this channel. Put the word Middleman in the comments. You're going to get a link. You got 10 minutes, and then you got to be there early. I do cut it off because I do Q&A, and a couple times I did this. I had too many. I couldn't answer them in the amount of time. I had too many questions. It was too many people. So I do limit the amount of people, but I do have something special for you. But I'll see you guys there. Put Middleman in the comments, and I'll see you in the live training. Peace.